Juventus grabbed a late 1-0 victory against 10-man Fiorentina in their Serie A clash thanks to Juan Cuadrado. With only 3 points separating the two sides, Juventus were keen to close the gap on the Tuscan visitors, whilst also avoiding their worst start to a season in a century. And the game started with real intensity as both sets of players went toe-to-toe in order to break the deadlock early on, for Juventus. Federico Chiesa used his pace and vision to cause the Fiorentina players all sorts of issues, whilst Alvaro Odriozola asked questions of Matthijs de Ligt with his trickery and pinpoint delivery. It was the visitors that came closest, when Odriozola managed to break down the right flank and whip in a decent cross to Riccardo Saponara in the Juventus box, but the Italian couldn't keep his volley down as it flew over the bar from 6 yards out. The second half started in a similar fashion with both teams sussing each other out, which made for a cagey affair, but as the game wore on it was Fiorentina that looked the more likely to score with the neat passages of play. But the tide of the game changed once Nikola Milenkovic was given his marching order for a two-bookable offence. His first for a late challenge on Weston McKennie and his second came less than 10 minutes later for a tackle on Chiesa. The hosts made the most of their extra man advantage when former Fiorentina player Cuadrado squeezed his shot into the back of the net from an almost impossible angle. Next up for Juventus is an away trip to Rome to take on Lazio, while Fiorentina host high-flying Milan. Talking point: a tale of two Juves. There seems to be two very different sides to Juventus this season. The Juventus that are marching through the Champions League with an air of confidence. Then there is the Serie A Juventus who are struggling to get a run of results. This evening they once again grabbed a late victory, a result that takes them level on points with Fiorentina. But look a little closer and you'll see that they only mustered 3 shots on goal, the first of which came deep into the second half. How the rest of this season goes will really depend on which Juventus side decides to turn up.